When did the Crips land inside Park Village?
What year they landed inside of Park Village? It had to be shit.
And who were they?
King Rat, Tight Eyes, Carter, Bo, Snake, Popcorn. I mean, there was a lot of them.
Are these all residents of Park Village?
All
or these guys
residents.
from outside.
All residents in Park Village.
What year is this?
Shit, you talking about, we were young too. We watched them build the Wilmington Arms and all that. We were young. We were like, shit, like I said, 13, 14. We were young when they was building this here.
Explain the difference from Boot Hill and Park Village.
Well, Boot Hill, a lot of people would come to Boot Hill. The dope dealers, everybody would go to Boot Hill after dark. Wasn't nothing but a lot of Park Village and the Grandees mixed together. Really wasn't no sets when I started banging.
Oh, so you left it a pen after just a Compton Crip.
Yeah.
CC.
Yeah. It really wasn't no set when I started banging. It was Compton Crip, CC here,
Grandee.
CC Rider, Grandee. It wasn't no goddamn me front hood, corner pocket. None of that. It wasn't none of that. It was just straight Compton Crip, CC Rider.
So you talking about the prison now? You went to
No,
prison?
out here.
So who were the first Crips that you met?
Shit. First was Raymond Washington, Salty, Mac, Popcorn, Neem, Frosty, deep in the shit. King Rat, Tight Eyes, Roscoe, Took, Frog, a lot of them, Lil Vic. And everywhere I go, I represent this to the fullest. You know, they started banging for me, but when I started banging, when I pledged allegiance to be a USC, I outbanged them all. They ain't even in my league fucking around with this gang shit. On the real, my nigga. Name ring like a church bell on Sunday morning. You know, as I sit up here fighting one of my biggest deaths of all. I'm not gonna lie to you. Shoot.
I think we trying to figure out who planted Crip in Park Village.
I told you it was like King Rat. It just migrated. I really don't know who started it. But it just migrated like that. But I do know the first Samoan Crips that ever was in Park Village. Gimalea, Seeley, Guy and them.
What about
Fly.
Catnip? The Catnip?
Yeah, Catnip. All them for the Grandees.
I know the Catnip was Catnip from Park Village.
No.
When you went in the pen and you came out, and Dalford and all our cousins and shit was hollering Park Village.
Yeah.
You don't know where that shit started at?
It started in Park Village. They just started saying that. The youngsters, I don't know. My cousin Eddie Bo taught me how to do this. This right here. It took me like a day or two to throw my fingers up like this.
Let me ask you this. Who was your crew growing up as far as Crips? Who was your road dogs?
Bruno, Big Ant, all of them. Salty. My mama knew Salty. My road dog was Bitter Dog Bruno.
Salty had to be a good friend of Mom's, knowing.
Yeah. Moms know a lot of them.
Tell us about Salty.
Michael Leblanc.
Who is Salty?
Him and Movie Star ran together. See, that started in shit. 1974, 75, 76, I started banging. On the real. My mama was the first, she was the first one to bust me.
Tookie used to come by your house?
Oh yeah, Stanley William.
That was your partner?
Yeah, that's my boy. We used to drink Silver Satin together.
How and when did you meet Tookie?
I met Took in the Grandees. A lot of the homies, when I turned Crips, they were already banging. I wasn't so full like up in it. But I didn't get initiated or put on. See, back then, you had to get initiated. You had to walk through a line to get put on. I didn't. I chose on mama. It wasn't me walking me through no line. Once they done that, that show was over. Then I went to the penitentiary and put that down. I used to talk to wardens. They labeled me as a shot caller. But far as cripping concerned, when I first started cripping, we were CC Rider. Wasn't no front hood.
And what were the main hangouts in Compton back then for Crips?
Right there in the Grandees over there on Grandee, because the homies, folks them owned them apartments. And we were all flocked through there, all on top the roof and everything. And then, it spread that whole neighborhood back there. Nutty Block, all that was Grandees.
Any other hangout spots you guys had?
Sure. Hang out. I didn't go to no Blood Hood. I still don't go to Blood Hood. I don't go to. I went to Blood Hood one time. Fucked around, got fucked y'all. Me and Bruno. We go to Nicholson Gardens and we see some females. And Bruno said, "Come on, man, let's go over here." So I go over there with Bruno. I see some girls going in the store by Nicholson Garden. I'm like, "Hey, girl," I'm like, "Come on, cuz." And I said the word "cuz." We went up in that motherfucker. We had to run up out of there. Bitter Dog Bruno was my road dog.
Tell us about Salty. You had mentioned him earlier. Who's Salty?
He was cool and smart. Mount man. Mama had a 3-bedroom house. Killed it right in front of his yard, too. Movie star was in the other car with the gun. He was very mild-mannered. Mama knew him, very polite. Smart. That's when we started jacking with Salty. We started robbing.
That was his claim to fame, jacking?
Because it was real easy to rob. It wasn't no outdoor cameras. I'm 62. It wasn't no camera. Man, I got so many robberies under my belt. Excuse me.
That's all right. You were young back then.
Do not say that. Still on parole. Still on parole.
So how much time have you done in prison?
Altogether 36 years.
Got some prison stories?
A whole lot.
Was the BGF active when you was in there?
Oh yeah, they wanted us to tuck our rag. That's when they come to slice me up, and I told them I wasn't gonna do it. But we had our rags hanging everywhere, and the police. It wasn't like it is today, where you don't have none of that. You got to remember, we're going back now, so we can have blue rags. Our family could bring us food, whatever we want, on visits. You can get contact visits, meaning you can go out there if you're married. You can go out there to a trailer every 4 months and have sex with your woman for 2-3 days, come back. So everything was wide open. We had the blue rag now. When I first get to the penitentiary, the main gangs that run the penitentiary was the BGF, was the Black Gorilla family, the Am Brotherhood, the ABs, the Northern Mexicans, the Norteños, and the Southern Mexicans, the Southsiders.
Just for the record, what year was this again?
Crips and Blood, this was in 1970, 75, 76, when I went to the penitentiary. 78, when I went to the penitentiary. They were prison gang. Crips and Bloods, we not prison gang. The ABs run the prison. ABs, Aryan Brotherhood, the Northern Mexican, Northern Familiar, the Southern Mexican, and the BGF. They were prison gang. Anyway, they wanted us to tuck our rags. So I fired on Suja. Man, fuck you. They said, man, nobody could talk to you, Rebo. Rebo, you got it. My real name, Grebo. So if you hear him say Grebo, then you know you're going all the way back. See? On the real. So I fired on him. And when I fired on Suja, man, fuck, we ain't talking nothing, cuz. So we all walked away. We go in our cells. Back then in Trinidad, we had cells, had keys. So I come out the next day and they rushed me. 3 of them rushed me, the BGF, and cut me up. It fucked me up. I got fucked up. Went to the hospital, came back. Shit. And it was on and cracking. Every time I hit the yard, I was stick.
What other Crips were on the yard with you back then? Any household names?
Doc from Harlem. James Miller from Harlem Godfather. Big Ant, Marcellus Robinson. Pinky, Donald Foster.
Where they from?
They from Grandee.